संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of Durga Saptashati or Chandi or Devi Mahatmyam. We are now learning to chant the third chapter, Tritiyodhyayah. So we will chant the meditation verse on Mahalakshmi, Dhyanam. So please repeat this verse, the meditation verse on Mahalakshmi, after me. Om Udyadbhanusahasrakantim Udyadbhanusahasrakantim Arunakshomam Shiromalikam Arunakshomam Shiromalikam Raktaliptapayodharam Japavatim Raktaliptapayodharam Japavatim Vidyam Abhitim Varam Vidyam Abhitim Varam Hastabjair Dadhatim Trinetra Vilasad Hastabjair Dadhatim Trinetra Vilasad Vaktraravindashriyam Vaktraravindashriyam Devim Baddhahimangshuratnamukutam Devim Baddhahimangshuratnamukutam Vande Ravindasthitam Vande Ravindasthitam. We shall now directly go to the chanting of the mantras from the Tritiyodhyayah, third chapter, Devi Mahatmyam. It is on the page 46, the verse 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. If we have time, we will go further too. Now we shall learn to chant the 24th verse. The 24th verse is Nipatya Pramathanikam Abhyadhavata Sosuraha Simham Hantum Mahadevyaha Kopam Chakre Tatombika. So now we shall learn to chant the 24th verse. After that, we will see the simple meaning and word to word meaning. Now I will chant it. Please repeat it after me. Nipatya Pramathanikam Nipatya Pramathanikam Abhyadhavata Sosuraha Abhyadhavata Sosuraha Simham Hantum Mahadevyaha Simham Hantum Mahadevyaha Kopam Chakre Tatombika Kopam Chakre Tatombika The simple meaning of this verse is, that is the 24th verse, having laid low her army, that is, the Divine Mother had produced the army of women. They were all fighting the army of Mahishasura and also the army of the commanders of Mahishasura, the demon Asuras, and their army was being fought by the army of the Divine Mother, created by the Divine Mother. Now, having laid low her army, that is the Divine Mother's army, he started destroying them. Now, Mahishasura, the buffalo-headed demon Mahishasura, rushed to slay the mount, the lion of Mahadevi, Mother Durga's lion. So, this Mahishasura, who was in the form of the buffalo head, he now rushed towards the lion to kill it. Now, this enraged Ambika. So, the Divine Mother got upset, angry. That is the simple meaning of this 24th verse. Now we shall go to learn the chanting of the 25th verse. So the 25th verse is telling, Sopi Kopan Mahaviryaha Kurakshunna Mahitalaha Shringabhyam Parvatan Uchchans Chikshepacha Nanadacha. Now we shall learn to chant this verse, that is the 25th verse. Sopi Kopan Mahaviryaha Sopi Kopan Mahaviryaha Kurakshunna Mahitalaha Kurakshunna Mahitalaha Shringabhyam Parvatan Uchchans Shringabhyam Parvatan Uchchans Chikshepacha Nanadacha Chikshepacha Nanadacha. So this is the way to chant the 25th verse. Now we shall go to see the simple meaning of the 25th verse. The buffalo-headed Mahishasura, great in valor, pounded the surface of the earth with his hoofs in rage, tossed up the high mountains with his horns, and bellowed terribly. Now, while chanting and knowing the meaning, we have to picturize it. We have to meditate on that form, how the Divine Mother is there on the lion with all her arms and ammunition. Then Mahishasura, the buffalo-headed demon, is fighting. You should know that he is very strong. That's why he could overpower even Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, Yama, and all other small-lettered gods, the angels. And he had even captured the heaven, Devaloka, and he was ruling that. But what is the use? He had demoniacal nature. That's why he was naturally troubling all the good people, the rishis, the devatas were tortured, and there was a lot of chaos. That's why the Divine Mother has manifested. Not that she was not there, she was always there. The Divine Mother has taken a form like this. That's all. So now, what is the beautiful saying of Swami Vivekananda? Vivekananda, while explaining the difference between Satan and God, here God means the small letter G, God. Or even you can tell the capital letter too. Even in all the human beings, all the living beings, whether it is bacteria, whether it is virus, whether it is tree, whether it is plant, whether it is all the animals, vertebrates, invertebrates, or human beings, it is the Lord who is present in His full strength. In everybody it is the same Lord who is present. Not that the Lord will reduce His power. Full strength and full knowledge He is present. But then why? That there is the difference. The difference is because the manifestation of that power of God. So in the human beings, the manifestation of the divine is the highest. In the realized soul, in the seers, in the godly people who are always meditating on God and doing good work, the manifestation is highest. So then Vivekananda tells what is the difference between Satan, the demons, the devils and all the negative people, the demoniacal nature, and God. So the strength is the same because God is present in both of them. How can there be any difference in strength and knowledge? It is the same. So demons also have the same strength, same knowledge, same power. Everything is the same because the same Lord, the formless Lord, is present in them. In good people, even in the saints, even in the gods, Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, or anybody, the same. The Divine Mother too is in the Divine Mother coming, that it only in the female form, God come in the female form. See, she too is playing that he is equally fighting. He has destroyed her army, is now attacking the lion. So you can imagine the power of this demon. He too has that infinite power, infinite strength, but wrongly directed. So what is the difference between Satan, that is the demon, and God? Same power, same energy, same knowledge. Then what is the difference? How did they become Satan and God? Vivekananda tells the difference is purity and impurity. This is one difference, main difference. What is the other difference? The other difference is selfishness and unselfishness. So at one place again, Swami Vivekananda tells, what is God? God is unselfishness. Unselfish manifested. So if you start, all of us start manifesting unselfishness in us, then we too start becoming God ourselves, because God is already there. Today in the evening we read in the life and teachings of Swami Brahmanandaji, where Brahmanandaji is telling, I think you might have already forgotten or you might have not given your mind while you were reading. He asked the question, why is there so much of suffering in this world which is created by God? The suffering is due to desires. Why do we get desire? He tells, because everything is mine, my property, my money, my pride, my esteem. So the more suffering. That's why that beautiful story of Sri Ramakrishna giving the example of that male cow or male ox, when it is born, bull is born. So the moment it is born, that calf, it will start telling Hamba. In India, the cows make the sound Hamba. Here in Western world, they give the sound Moo. Moo, they tell. But in India, the sound made by the cow is, there is a difference between that family of cow. So they make Hamba. So there in Bengali, Ramakrishna used to tell Hamba means Ahamba, I. The moment it is born, it will tell I. So all the sufferings will start coming. What will the first thing be done to the bull when it is formed? They will put a nose ring, not the ordinary nose ring of the human beings, but it is to hold it, to control it. They will put into that, pierce it from this side of the nose to that side. Why? To control it. Then they will put a hook and control. Then the cow cannot move out of the pain. It has to get control of the owner. So they put the painful nose ring. Then the bull, the male, to control it and keep it under this thing, they will castrate it. They will make it remove its purushatva. The masculinity is removed. Then it becomes a bullock. Otherwise it is a bull. So it has to undergo suffering. We have seen in the veterinary hospital how they castrate it. Very painful process. The suffering. So the more we tell I, that cow, that bull tells I, suffering after suffering, suffering after suffering. Ramakrishna tells this story. After that, day and night, the farmer is putting it to the cart. It is to carry burden. Bullock will be put into the cart. Then it will be plowing in the sun, in the winter, in the summer, in the rain. It has to work. Why? Amba, I. The more we tell I, ego, suffering. Ramakrishna gives this beautiful example in the gospel. Then it doesn't give up telling I, always I. Then what happens? It goes further. Then when it's become old, it cannot work anymore. Then they will give it to the butchers. The butchers will cut it mercilessly and eat that, and they will skin. You should see, I have seen how the butchers will skin the cow. The skin is torn apart from its muscle skinning. Then that skin is used to make drums. And the skin is also used to make slippers, the leather slippers you wear. The leather slippers is made out of the skin of the cow and other animals. So see how much suffering. Master gives that example. Why? Amba, ahamba, I. So ahamba, I. The moment we are telling I, egoistic, we have to suffer, undergo so much of suffering. Then they will take the drums out of the skin. Even that cow, they will give nice beating drums, dum. There also it will be telling aham, dum. There too it is telling aham. So still beating until it is torn. It will be beaten. The drums will be beaten. While it was living also it was beaten. It has to undergo so much of suffering. After it is dead, the skin is also beaten. After that they will make slippers. And then also it will be suffering. Then with that torn skin, they will make thread out of it. They will make strings. And the bed maker will make that special machine where the strings will be put. It will be made strings like wire with that skin. And then the cotton will be put on it. And they will go on stringing it, cardoning it. So the cotton will be made soft. The raw cotton will be made very soft so that they can make pillows and they will make bed. That is the way the bed and other thing was made out of cotton. So the cotton will be put on the string made out of the skin and they will strum it. So then that cotton will become soft. At that time, in the last end, so the skin of that bullock will be making the sound tuhu. In Bengal, tuhu means you. Until then, it was telling aham, ahamba, I. Then it will get beating after beating. In our life too, we get sufferings after suffering. The more we tell I, identify with this body, mind, ego, identify with the family, identify with people, attach with power, position, money, house, children, suffering, husband, wife, suffering. Then when we give up that and tell tuhu, not I, you, O Lord, thou, you, then the suffering ends. Master gives this wonderful example. So they tell in the gospel, the Mahamantra, just like there are Mahavakya of in the Upanishads, So this is the Mahavakya given by Sri Ramakrishna to us in the gospel. What is that? Naham, Naham, Tuhu, Tuhu. Not I, but thou, but thou. Oh Lord, it's not me, but you, but you. So when we start telling you, oh Lord, it's not me, everything is you, then the suffering ends and the peace started coming. The more I tell I identify myself, then I have to suffer and suffer and suffer. That's what Brahmanandaji told. We were not at all focusing. We were just hearing, or we may be sleeping, or my mind will be running in America or some other world. Focus will not be there. So now you see here wonderfully, this also you can see that buffalo, Mahishasura, how can he be so powerful? Because he has the equal strength of the Lord. That's why he has become a Satan. Why has he not become God? Because of impurity and selfishness. I want to rule the world. I want to dominate the gods, angels. So, ego. Why did they become God? Unselfishness, purity. So, what is that we have to learn? Vivekananda, while telling that the difference between Satan and God, he tells, so if you get more knowledge, you study, you get degrees and master degrees, PhDs and postdoctorates, and so much you study, you have got so much of knowledge. So knowledge is manifested. Then because of knowledge, you get position, you become great CEOs, you become judges, you become ministers, all because of knowledge. Power, you get so much of power. So if you don't get unselfishness, if you don't get purity, then the human beings who have got so much of power, position, they become demoniacal demons. That is Mahishasura, not that they should have a buffalo head or something. Tamasic nature, that's all. We human beings only become demons. Or any of these people in this world now living, looting, killing, hurting the helpless people, looting the money due to corruption, are they in any way lesser than these demons? The terrorists who are killing people every day, are they in any way lesser than these demons? Why did they become demons? Because they are human beings. Purity and unselfishness. If you don't develop, we ourselves will become demon. Then the Lord has to take this form, fierce form of the Divine Mother, and she will slay. So suffering. So now you can see it here. He is having power. He is facing the Mother. He is destroying. See the power he is manifesting, but in the wrong direction. That's what I wanted to bring. You have, every one of you have this power. You can uproot, as Vivekananda tells. You have so much of power in you, you can crush the mountain into powder. You can drink the ocean. So much of power is in every one of you. If we manifest that in the wrong direction, you become demons. If you manifest that in the right direction, you will become gods, divinity. What is religion? Religion is the manifestation of divinity which is in man. That's what Vivekananda tells. Everyone are divine, only you have to manifest it. So see how we can connect everything to our life. So Mahishasura, great in valor. He is equally fighting with the Divine Mother. How did he get this? Every one of you have this power. Pounded the surface of the earth, you see, you have that power. With his hoof, he is pounding the earth. The dust is coming up. There's earthquakes because of the pounding of the earth with his hooves in rage. He's tossing up high mountains because of the horns hitting the mountains. Mountains are crumbling and he's uprooting mountains. Imagine his power. Tossing up the high mountains with his horns and with his bellows, that you see the bull or the bison, the breathing, the sound you can see, like it will be like a roaring. So with this bellows from that lungs, the army of the Divine Mother is getting decimated. Everywhere dust is, you can just imagine, meditate. Mother is fighting and here the demon is fighting. This is to be meditated upon. You can meditate of the Divine Mother in this form. That's why I'm explaining it and we are chanting it and learning. When you picturize it, then easy to learn the chanting. You can memorize. Memory. This is the way to keep it in memory. Otherwise you will forget it. So picturize it and associate this chanting with the picture. You will never forget in your life. This is a way to increase your memory. So now we have learnt the meaning in the 25th verse. We will go to the 26th. So how to chant the 26th verse? It is still the fighting going on between the Mahishasura and the Divine Mother. Vega Brahmana Vikshunna Mahitasya Vishiryata Langulena Hatas Chabdihi Plavayamasa Sarvataha. So that is the 26th verse. We will learn how to chant it. Vega Brahmana Vikshunna Vega Brahmana Vikshunna Mahitasya Vyashiryata Mahitasya Vyashiryata Langulena Hataschabdihi Langulena Hataschabdihi Plavayamasa Sarvataha Plavayamasa Sarvataha. This 26th verse, there are some special things which we have to note. After Vega Brahmana, see in Brahmana, under that last N before the A, there is a dot below. What is it indicating? How to pronounce it? It is Murdhanyana. So the tongue should touch the upper palate. Ana. It is not na. When the bell rings, you get a sound tan. So that na. It is not na. Vega Brahmana. It is not Brahmana. It is Brahmana. The pronunciation is palate. That should touch. The tongue should touch upwards. So it is called Murdhanya. Retroflex. The English word is retroflex. That is the position. Vega Brahmana. Not Vega Brahmana. Vega Brahmana. Then again, Sir, yes, Vix. It is not SU. The pronunciation is not Su. It is Kshu. That is again retroflex, Murdhanya. Vikshunna. Then again, Na also under N, there are dots. Both N. So it Vikshunna. Then on the A, there is a line, horizontal line. It is elongation. Vikshunna. Vega Brahmana. Vikshunna. That Na, you have to get that sound. Murdhanya. Then Mahi. He is elongated again. That sign. Mahi. Tasya. So that it is not S. It is Sha. Vyashiryata. It's not Vesiryata, but Veshiryata. Tongue should touch the palate. Veshiryata. So that is the pronunciation. So very difficult in the beginning, but as you go on practicing it, it will be very easy. But because we were taught from the childhood, for us it is easy. But if you start learning with interest and love, you can also learn it very easily. It's only interest and love. Then next is La is elongated. La. So then Langu. Gu is also elongated. Should not tell Langu. It is Langu. Langulena Hatas Chabdihi. Cha is elongated. Chabdihi. Pla. Again elongated. Plava. Ya. Masa. Sarvataha. So little of the pronunciation is also learnt. Okay, we will go for the simple meaning, the 26th verse. Vega Brahmana Vikshunna Mahitasya Vishiryata Langulena Hataschabdihi Plavayamasa Sarvataha. So the 26th verse, the meaning, simple meaning is crushed by the velocity of his wheeling. Now wheeling is the round movement. Is now with anger in the buffalo form is uprooting the mountain, and with his snorts and bellows He's creating the earth to create dust, and the clouds are being cut into pieces and the mountains are crumbling. So he is wheeling that round movement of his. So crushed by the velocity of his wheeling, the earth disintegrated. So you can see how powerful he is, what power he has manifested. And just by hit of the tail, he is lashed by his tail. What happened? The sea started overflowing. The ocean, by the lashes of his tail, the ocean started overflowing. So imagine his power, the demoniacal power he has manifested. If he had used that for good purposes, instead he is using for the bad purposes, so he became demon. That is the difference, purity and impurity, selfishness and unselfishness. The sea overflowed all around. That is the meaning. So we shall go to the chanting of the 27th verse and the simple meaning. So what is the 27th verse? Dhutashringa vibhinnascha khandam yayur ghanaha shvasa nilastaha shatasho nipetur nabhaso chalaha. So that is the 27th verse. We will learn how to chant it. Dhutashringa vibhinnascha Dhutashringa vibhinnascha Khandam yayur ghanaha Khandam yayur ghanaha Shvasa nilasta shatasho Shvasa nilasta shatasho Nipetur nabhaso chalaha Nipetur nabhaso chalaha. So now again you can see the pronunciation difference. D-H-U, dhu. It is not du. Dhu. What is happening in this pronunciation? You are bringing out the lungs, air with more force. That's why it's called Mahaprana, dhu. Alpa prana is du, less force of the lungs. So Dhutashringa. Again, Shra, the retroflex or the Murdhanya. Shringa, Dhutashringa, Vibhinnascha. Again, Bhi is Mahaprana. See, more energy is used. Bhi. When I tell that the mic reverberates, Vibhinnascha, Dhutashringa, Vibhinnascha, Khandam, again that is Mahaprana. Khandam yayur ghanaha. Again, Gha is Mahaprana. More energy is used. So Mahaprana, more energy. Then Shvasa. Shvasa means breath. Nishvasa means you are taking in the breath is Shvasa. Nishvasa means putting out the breath. Shvasa, Nishvasa. So now here it is Shvasa nilastaha. This only taking in the breath. That breath going, taking in and taking out. So that Hindi word for Shvasa is Sas. It becomes shortened. Sas. So when the yoga teacher is telling Sas andar lo, Sas bahar lo. So they give the instructions in Hindi. But unlucky or very peculiarly, the word for mother-in-law is also Sas. The word for taking in the breathing is also Sas. Sas is breath. It has come from Shvasa, Sanskrit word Shvasa. So one mother-in-law was going inside and coming outside the door. Somebody asked, why are you going outside? And see, my daughter-in-law is learning that yoga from that guru. It is Sas andar lo, Sas bahar lo. So when he told Sas, it is breath. The guru was telling, their yoga teacher was telling Sas means breath. But in Hindi, Sas is also means mother-in-law. So the mother-in-law, each time she used to come get the command, she used to go inside the house come outside. Saas andar lo means she used to come inside. Saas bahar lo means she used to go outside. So it is breath. So here the Sanskrit word is shwasa. So that from that Sanskrit word, the Hindi word saas has come. So that is the breath. So here, shwasa nilastaha shatasho. See, that pronunciation is retroflex or murdhanya. Shatasho, shatashaha. Shwasa nilastaha shatasho. Nipetur nabhaso chalaha. Nabhaso bha is Mahaprana. So what is the simple meaning of this 27th verse? So, pierced by his swaying horns, the clouds went to pieces. The clouds started shattering, getting into pieces by his piercing of his swaying horns. You can imagine how big he is. These horns are reaching the skies. So pierced by his swaying horns, the clouds went to pieces. Cast by the blast of his breath, shwasa, blast of his breath, mountains fell down from the sky in hundreds. So imagine his energy. That is the 27th verse. Now we will learn to chant the 28th verse. Iti krodha samadhmatam apatantam Mahasuram drishtva sa chandika kopam tad vadhaya tadakarot. So that is the way we have to chant now. The 28th verse, we will learn to chant it. Iti krodha samadhmatam, iti krodha samadhmatam apatantam mahasuram, apatantam mahasuram drishtva sa chandika kopam, drishtva sa chandika kopam tadvadhaya tadakarot, tadvadhaya tadakarot. So the simple meaning of the 28th verse is, seeing this way the great Asura is fighting, seeing the great Asura, now the Divine Mother in her fierce form is called Chandika. When she is angry and when she is in her fighting and fierce form, the Divine Mother Durga is called Chandika. That's why this name of this book itself is Chandi, fierce form of the Divine Mother. Why has she taken the fierce form? I've told many times. To protect her children, that is the devotees, the good. To destroy the demoniacal, she has taken that fierce form. How can we explain it? The lioness has the fangs, the teeth, sharp teeth and claws. It can, one hit from the claws can cut any animal's skin. It can shred any animals. With its bite, it can, the pound or the pressure which it creates, it can tear anything into pieces. But the same tooth, the fierce tooth of the lioness is used, the claws is also used to carry its cubs softly. It will not harm the cubs. It will carry it to safe places. So it will use to protect and carry the cubs with the same teeth. But when it is the enemies, the same teeth is used to destroy it. So Chandika, the Divine Mother, why the goddess has taken this form? To protect her children, that is we, the devotees, from the demoniacal. For the demons, she is Chandika. For us, her children, she is the softest mother. I gave you the example of the lioness. So now, she has taken that form. What is that form? Chandika displayed her wrath in order to slay this demon Mahishasura. So I think we can only learn chanting up to this 28th, because we have to go to some inner deeper meaning of this in another. I have 10 minutes. In the 10 minutes, we will try to go to the deeper aspect of these verses. See now, here, while we are going to the deeper aspect, as I told you, all these have happened. Not, see, this is Savarani Manvantara. I've given you, I can give you another time. What is this Manvantara? Manu will be ruling. Brahma's period, Brahma's one day is so many thousands and thousands of years. We have here Yuga, Chatur Yuga, 4 yugas. One yuga, the Kali Yuga, is about so many thousand years. Then Dwapara Yuga was many, many thousand years. Then the Treta Yuga, where Ramachandra was, many, many thousand years. The Satya Yuga was maybe some 100,000 or millions of years. So such 4 yugas multiplied by so many times is one day of Brahma, the creator Brahma. So Brahma has such 100 years, the age of Brahma. That's why you should be very careful when you go to Brahma Loka, the creator Brahma, God, Chaturmukha Brahma. If you stay there for 1 second, so many years will have passed in this earth already. When you come back, there will be nobody of your time here. It happened to one of the king. One king wanted to get something consultation. He went with his daughter. He was quite old, the king, but his daughter was very young. Both of them went to Brahma Loka. Then Brahma was immersed in playing his veena, lute. Then he had to wait. Then after he stopped playing, he saw this. How much time did you stay here? Oh, 5 minutes you are playing. My God, 5 minutes? Why? Gone. Everything in your loka, in your earth will have finished now. Then when they went back, so many thousands and millions of years had passed, and he was born in some other year. Now it was Krishna and Balarama ruling. They had come to Dwapara Yuga. Many, many thousand years had passed because Brahma's 5 minutes gone. Then this person told, the king told, "Oh Lord Brahma, I'm an old man, no problem, I'll go to tapas to the forest. But what about my daughter? She's so young, she has not seen the life, nobody here." Then Brahma told, "Don't worry, she will be the queen, the wife of Balarama, Krishna's brother, elder brother. Balarama's wife, Revati, was that girl." So, this happened some trillions and millions in Savarani Manvantara. Brahma has some life there. In the end, I will come to that again because I have repeated it so many times. Naturally, you will forget it. To make it more interesting, I will go for that again some other time. The end of this chapter, I will take that up. Now, that happened some trillions and millions of years back. So, how to connect that to our life now, here, in this Kali Yuga, in this 2026? How should we now connect that to our life? That is very, very important. Now, we will see. What is that? Owing to some good deeds performed sometimes here and there, and by the grace of God, by the prayers of saints and sages as well as blessings of the elders, when right understanding dawns to all of us, we, the souls, the Atman souls, strive and we long to get released from the bondages and sufferings, from the karmic load the soul is carrying. So that is the prayer we do every day in Gayatri Mantra, Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. O Lord, give all of us the right understanding. Dhi means that one, see here. After the prayer of the saints, when we are praying, we are not praying only to me. Dhiyo Yo Naha means to all of us. Aham means only to me. In the Gayatri Mantra, it is a universal prayer. That's why Vishwamitra, his name was Kaushika, he became the friend of the universe. Vishwamitra means friend of the universe. So it is a universal prayer for the right understanding of all the living beings, everybody. So it's not a selfish prayer. Gayatri Mantra. Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat, to all of us. O Lord, give us the right understanding to all of us. That is a universal prayer we are doing in Gayatri Mantra. So, by the prayers of the saints, our elders and so many other people, when we get also our prayers, when we get the right understanding, dawns, the soul strives. Otherwise, we are caught up in our own rut like the silkworm. We have woven around us a family of daughter, husband, children, gadi, the vehicle, ornaments, vanity bag, everything, vanities of this world, transitory world, everything we have woven, we ourselves like the silkworm. The silkworm will eat the leaf of that mulberry bush and it will bring out that, just like the spider, it will bring out that silk thread out of its body and it will weave around a cocoon itself. It will weave around. Like that, we are weaving a world around us. The silkworm can easily, because it has created it, it can cut asunder and come out of it anytime. But it doesn't want to. Aha, I have created this cocoon. How beautiful silk cocoon. I don't want to come out of it. It will stay. One day, the farmer will come, put it into the hot water and it will die inside that cocoon. Likewise, we are also dying. Created our own cocoon. You don't want to come out of it. You can cut that because you have created it. You don't want to. Oh, I have created my house, my family, my gadi, my ornaments, I. So, we'll be crushed in that cocoon. So, but due to the prayer, when we understand, we get the right understanding, the soul strives and longs to get released from this bondage. We want to cut asunder this cocoon which we have created the world. That is what every evening you pray. Vivekananda has created that prayer in the Arati. What is that you sing? Khandana Bhava Bandhana. What is meant by Khandana? By Ramakrishna's grace, you will cut asunder. Khandana means cut asunder. Bhava Bandhana, the bondages of this world. Bhava means this world. Bandhana means the bondages you have created, you yourself has created. By the grace of Sri Ramakrishna, you will cut asunder them. That is what it is telling here. Then the Jiva strives and longs to get released from bondage and sufferings and from the karmic load. What is karma? Karmic load? Who has created? Somebody? God? No, you have created it, your karma. Why are you suffering? Why are you enjoying? It is your work. Because of your work. God is only a witness. Only when you pray, then what is the role of God? When you are suffering and pray to Him, He will help you to come out of it. Now, when you want to come out of this bondage, release from sufferings and from the karmic load the soul is carrying, but all efforts to escape from the clutches of the demon within. Your qualities you have created, the selfish qualities, they are the demons within you. Within all of us we have these demons as well as gods. So, you have created it, but all efforts to get released is in vain. Why? You have already created so many demons like jealousy, hatred, selfishness, so many. I told all the names yesterday. Last class I told all the name of all the demons and I connected to all the qualities. I can tell again, quickly release, but see here, let me see. But all efforts to escape from the clutches of the demoniacal qualities, demons within, and to tread the sacred path of evolution to divinehood, we fail. The aspirant finds that the inner enemies, Arishadvarga, 6 enemies are there. What is that? Kama, intense desire, Krodha, anger, Mada, pride, ego, egotism, Matsarya, jealousy, Lobha, greed. Moha, attachment. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsarya, Lobha, Moha. 6 enemies within, not without, they are within. So these inner enemies have conquered largest portion of the inner kingdom, that is our heart and mind and emotion, through the resolution and determination remain, though the resolution and determination remain intact for the self-conquest. You want to conquer, but you yourself have created your cocoon in the form of these inner enemies. You can't. The demons have conquered. That is what Mahishasura and demons have conquered the gods, the heaven. So in your heart too, Mahishasura and all the demons have conquered your heart. You want to get release? You can't. Why? So many demoniacal qualities, the inner enemies are not allowing you. You fail to evolve your divinehood. The aspirant finds that the inner enemies have conquered largest portion of the inner kingdom, the kingdom of God, though the resolution and determination remain intact for the self-conquest. This is symbolized as all defeated devatas joining together. So you can now compare to that cosmic level happening to the microcosm which is within you, which is happening now in your life. So macrocosm, microcosm. That happened at the macrocosmic level, the same thing is happening in the microcosmic level, because the macrocosm and the microcosm, that is you, the living being, is created in the same pattern. So see how it is getting connected to your life now. So this is symbolized as all defeated devatas. They are defeated by the demoniacal qualities joining together. They are feeling helpless. They are going to the creator Brahma. Their introspection is taking recourse to Gnana, that is Lord Shiva, approaching Shiva afterwards. And the attitude of surrender to the divine, seeking help through prayer, that is approaching Vishnu. In the second chapter of the Durga Saptashati, the divine grace descends and it fills the heart with an unknown hope and confidence. Faith generates hope, hope generates love, bhakti. This is that tremendous energy emerging from Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma. The mind and the intellect have tremendous capacities. All of you have that. It churns all the knowledge and experiences gained till day. And what has happened? Inherited from past lives, gems of wisdom flow out. Devotion, divine love, faith in goodness, all inner faculties, inner capabilities, all that is good, great and noble within get linked to each other. Tremendous power, strength and confidence manifest to face and conquer all the inner enemies calmly and joyfully. This is Divine Mother Durga within you, the microcosm. This is the Divine Mother Durga in an aspirant in all of us. All weaknesses fly away, all hesitations and negative feelings die away, tensions and anxiety fade away. This is Mother destroying the army of Mahishasura. In the second chapter, the commander-in-chief, the generals, battalion heads remains. Mother individually kills them. It is nice to see their names, what their names mean and intent. I read about that, all that names for easy and quick grasp, that it has been put into table form. I read it again. Chiksura. What is the meaning in Sanskrit? Pain inflicting razor. The name itself of the demon is pain inflicting razor. What is that quality within us? Adharma, unrighteousness. Unrighteousness, the act you do, unrighteous act is the one. The papa karma is, see, Chiksura, pain inflicting razor. What is the next demon? Chamara, the one who thinks oneself to be immortal. Though your body is mortal, you think that ego, mind is immortal. What is that then, that quality within us? Non-belief in God, atheism and sacrilegion. We don't follow the path given by our elders and the scriptures, sacrilegious. So like that, Ugra and others are there. Because now time is over, I will stop. we will take up the same thing in the next class and continue with the chanting, learning of the chanting, and connect it to our life. How we can analyze our own mind and call it the demons within, separate the demons and the gods within us in this microcosm, and then give it to the hand of the Divine Mother, and then the Divine Mother will kill all this demoniacal nature in us, and the God will be victorious, and we will reach our spiritual life, divinity. What a wonderful way we can make it relevant to our day-to-day life. So now we will hear the Devatas, the gods and the goddesses and Brahma all praising Mother, the Sarvamangala Mangalya. We shall pray to the Divine Mother and get her blessings. Jaya